Hi, Jay Hait here. How's everybody doing today? So something happened in a first meeting that I had with a client today that made me realize that I should be sharing this information. So until I asked her some questions about her marriage, she hadn't realized that she was in an abusive relationship. So you're probably asking yourself, how can that be? Isn't abuse painfully obviously? But I've got to tell you, I see so many times that it's just not. Some women know something is wrong or something is off, but they think that what they're experiencing is normal, and they're embarrassed to check in with their family and friends. In some communities where people don't have access to information, they think that they themselves are the source of their unhappiness or discomfort. It doesn't occur to them that the way the spouse is treating them is abusive. So I want to share the different types of abuse that I've come across in my practice so that you can recognize it for yourself or for someone that you love. First, of course, there's physical abuse. This is what most people think of when they think about abuse, an abusive relationship. But it's not only hitting, okay? Physically restraining somebody or locking them in or out is also abuse. So are denying somebody water or food or hygiene. All right. Then there's sexual abuse. That's when sexual contact is forced on somebody against their will. Unfortunately, there are those who think that sexual assault doesn't exist within the context of a marriage. Some feel that it's their duty to provide relations, and others feel that it's owed to them. This can come from cultural beliefs or growing up abused themselves. The next form of abuse that I'd like to address is psychological. It sometimes gets confused with anger, which is why it's so hard to prove. It involves humiliation and criticism. It's when someone controls or shames another person or isolates them or neglects them emotionally. And finally, there's financial abuse. Did you know that it's one of the most common abuses, but it's least recognized? Here you have some of the red flags. You have to account for every penny that you spend. They feel entitled to your money or your assets. They spend without your knowledge, and they often don't contribute to household expenses. If you recognize any of these signs, don't ignore them. No one deserves this kind of treatment, least of all from the one who is meant to stand by you and to protect you. So tell somebody that you trust, and if you're considering divorce, definitely tell your attorney. I hope this information has been helpful to you, and feel free to contact me if you have any questions about divorce in Israel.